Hello, and welcome to the Totally VR Podcast. I'm your host, Controser, and I'm here with my side hosts.
Hello, it is me, Flat.
And I'm Zycu, the main side host.
Oh,
Just
What
kidding.
the hell?
Okay.
Dang, relegated to a
What's up?
side host?
down.
You're the side host.
And Celestial, I
I
totally get
respect
it.
it.
It can definitely be weird having the podcast situation, but it's good to have friends to hang out with and chat with and get to hear what we have to say and stuff. So,
Yeah, Celeste, welcome to the podcast. I have a Baja Blast.
God,
I
no.
love Baja Blast,
First he eats
bro.
some chips right before we start, now he's drinking.
Bro,
I got
I
a
wish that
problem.
was me, bro. That sounds like a good day.
Yeah, Baja Blast is pretty dang good. No, we're not sponsored, by the way. I wish.
Yeah, I wish, brother. You think
For
they're
legal
gonna
reasons.
sponsor us?
Yeah, if Mountain Dew wants to come sponsor this podcast that has so few viewers, I would greatly appreciate it. You don't even gotta pay us money. You just gotta give us free product. We'll
No,
gladly.
you do have to pay us money.
Okay, pay us
I'm not
money
accepting
and give
unless
us
you
free
pay money.
product.
Oh, Con.
Yes.
Can I go over the agenda?
Yes, you may.
Not before you
Alright.
freaking do the plug. Come
Yes,
on,
well,
guys.
it's gonna come with the
is this your
plug.
first? Oh, okay, never
You gotta
mind.
give me a second. It's gonna come with the plug. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TVR podcast. So essentially, today we're gonna be talking about the new 2026.2 patch that they released recently. Was it last week they released it?
I think so. Yeah, it was
This week?
pretty recent, like
Um,
very recent.
They added some cool things. We're going to talk about that. And then we're also going to go over some VR news topics that we were able to scrounge off the internet and give opinions and thoughts on that. And would love to hear all of your opinions. If you are joining our podcast here, you can share those opinions live with us and we'll respond to them at TVR. Sorry, I messed that up.
It's
You
in the
messed up
bottom
the
left, brother. Just
plug.
read it.
Oh no! Let's just restart the podcast. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
you
Yeah, start the
can
whole thing over.
watch us fumble live here at our TVR Discord server in our where we host our podcast. If you were to casually just go and join discord.gg/TVR, we do all kinds of things here in the Discord. We play games, we share memes, some life stories, pictures, everything you could think of in a Discord server. We do it here. So make sure you jump on our Discord and hang out with us because it's always fun. And if you would like to hang out with us in VRChat, where we have all kinds of great games and events that are hosted by the community as well as ourselves, you can always jump in on the fun by joining the VRChat group TVR.2006. Did I miss anything?
No, I believe that was the
That-
plug.
Yes, sirree. That's it.
All right.
All right,
So-
so we'll get started here. Let me go ahead and switch our view over to the screen. Let me find the screen. There it is.
We're gonna
Hey.
watch the video in real time.
We're gonna watch it
can't
in
wait.
real time with everybody. So let me do this. Bam! Like that. Now it's up and running.
That's crazy.
I know, it's crazy.
Technology, it's changing.
Technologia.
So here we have the patch notes. We're gonna be playing and pausing it as we talk about the different points that we see. So here's what's coming up.
2.1 is here, and you know what that means. Yep, it's time to accessorize. Fashion, baby. Hey. but
Oh,
that's
Con,
not
you
all.
need to
In
stream
fact,
it as well.
It's not even half of it. We get a lot
I am
in this
streaming it.
one. Before I get into
Yeah.
that, here's your reminder that
Oh,
we'll
you
be
are.
answering your questions at the end of the video. And don't forget to ask your questions in the comments if you'd like.
Yeah.
Also, don't want to wait for me to answer those questions? You can check
Dang.
out the stream
Look at
every
his
Friday
plug.
at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, I
We
know,
answer
what
some
the-
questions there too. Link in the description.
Skip
Anyway,
past this plug, what
time
the
to
heck?
talk about the good stuff. First up, accessories. Yep, might as well get them out of the way
Alright,
first, right? We
accessories.
first talked about accessories in a dev update a few weeks ago.
We have also
to
mentioned this in a
summarize,
previous episode.
Avatar
of the
accessories
podcast.
are
Yeah, I
exactly what
remember.
they sound like. They're
We didn't go too
accessories
in depth into
that you
it,
can put
though.
on your avatar. Think a hat?
Also,
So-
first off, this is how they show you using the googly eyes. This is not how everyone in VRChat has been using the googly eyes.
They've been putting it on their nipples.
They go straight to the nipples. I don't know if anyone has ever seen this, but if you play VRChat and someone has VRChat Plus and they've got googly eyes, it goes right on the boobs every single
See,
time.
I don't know. I've seen a couple people put it on their face.
Yeah, I
not
put it on
many.
my face, but I'm not.
I
one
need
of
someone to
those.
put like 10 of them on their like head and look like a
You know,
freaking
I think you can
biblically
only
accurate
put
angel.
one of each item. I don't think you can.
You
put
can't.
more
No,
than
you can
one.
put more.
Oh,
You can
can
hit
you?
the plus and then choose the
The thing
so
again?
you can
Okay.
copy the you can copy the accessory item and then just keep copying it. I had the same
Okay,
question
okay.
because I was trying to make myself a dumpy and I only had one
Nice.
circle.
The real question here
Yeah.
is googly eyes. So you said you can put them on your eyes, you can put them on your nipples, but can you put them on your butt?
You can put them on your
Yes,
butt.
absolutely.
And I asked for science.
Yes, yes.
For science.
that you can put on your avatar. Think a hat, sunglasses, a halo, a tail, or, well, you get the idea. They are performant little add-ons you can toss on your avatar, and they stay there. That means they're not quite
Yeah, I
like
sure hope
items
so.
where they despawn after
So
you leave the
something
world.
that I,
No, with
um,
accessories, these are
Something that I learned, I'm gonna pause again. Something that I learned when I was messing with the accessories is if you don't make a look of your avatar without accessories, there's not really a way to switch back and forth between looks with accessories and looks without. You have to make a separate look without the accessories.
Yeah, true. I didn't really do too much accessorizing on it because I can just edit my avatar
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Unity. But like, yeah, you can you have to make like an extra.
Yeah, the main reason I want accessories, to quickly go into this, is so that the community members are allowed to make their own accessories. I want this so bad for the sole fact that if we can make our own accessories, we don't have to bloat our avatars up with all these different options. We can have it as looks, which will then reduce avatar performance. But
always on your
True.
avatar. It's basically like opening up Unity and adding something to it, except right from your VRChat client. Have questions about accessories? Check out the aforementioned dev update. With this release, you'll be gaining access to our first few accessory collections.
yeah,
We'll be
as long as you
releasing
don't
these
mind
Oh my God,
alongside
pool
shop
rooms?
updates. Although we
$20
intend to
per
also
week.
have a lot of evergreen
Yeah,
options
true.
that aren't limited in the shop too.
I
But
will
hey,
say their little editor
show
for
'em
putting
off.
on the
Next
accessories is
up,
good.
third
oh yeah, it's
It is
person
really
good.
well
Over
designed.
the past few months, we've been running a beta branch for folks
Is the
to
editor
test
in-game?
an optional third-person
Yeah,
view
it's
for
in-game.
desktop users. With this
Oh,
release,
yeah,
we're bringing
it
that
has third
functionality
person.
out of beta. One important
Only
caveat,
for
though, this is going to
VRC
be a
players.
VRChat Plus feature
Yeah,
out of the
VRC
gate.
Plus.
How dare they do this? But
Dang, bro.
Paywall.
Movie was so mad.
yeah,
when
yeah.
I went in that, he was like, "What the freak do you mean I can't use third person?"
I will say I was playing around with it earlier, and I was showing Zycu because he hadn't seen it because he only plays really in VR. The third person is pretty good. My only complaint is if you move the camera to face yourself, right, and then start moving, the camera will lock right back to the back of your head. It doesn't stay there unless you're holding down the camera movement button, which is tab. And then the other complaint I have with third person is it's stuck to your head and not to your avatar. So you can't like reposition the camera. It's only right where your head is. So if
They
you
just
use,
need to make an over the shoulder one.
that's what I'm
Just like
saying.
move it to the right a little bit, and
Yeah,
then you're
yeah.
good. And then
If-
all the people who are left-handed can suffer.
Yeah, like me.
Yes.
But I would love to see options to position the camera off different parts of your avatar, because right now it's stuck to where your head position is, and if you turn at any point, like the camera just whips with you. I think it'd be nice to have a camera that also could be used more like the third-person cameras you see in video games, where it's like off the shoulder if you're playing a shooter. It'd be a nice view. Because right now you're just kind of
Yes.
center stage of your own camera, and it's like,
That's what I
well,
was noticing too when I was using it. I'm like, man, it's like, what if something is directly in front of me?
yeah, you
I
wouldn't be able
can't
to tell.
see it
Yeah,
without looking straight down.
yeah. So there's still some work to be done on it, which I'm hoping they will do, which is why I'm hoping that's why it's a VRChat Plus feature.
But only for a brief early access period.
Ah,
It is
see,
expected to
ah.
last
Okay,
until
they
the
did it.
end of
They
June,
answered
at
it.
which point this feature
Oh, until the end of June. That's not too far from now. That's a month.
Oh,
will
good,
be
good,
enabled
good.
for everyone. Just noting here, it's completely possible that it might be released to all users sooner than that, though.
No.
You can find options for this feature in the graphic settings in the main menu. There
Oh
are
wait,
key
yeah, but
bindings to
horizontal,
control it as
third-person
well.
horizontal.
Wait,
F5
hold
to
on.
basic
Hold on. No,
menu.
wait.
Settings in the
Was that
Third
actually
person
there?
vertical? Oh, so
There
they
you
did
go.
add it. We just have to go in the menu
Okay.
to move it. We can't move it with the camera. Okay.
Okay,
And that
so
makes
we're done,
sense.
basically.
Yeah. So this is a lot better than I thought.
main menu. There are keybinds to control it as well. F5 to toggle, tab to freely rotate, and scroll wheel to adjust distance. Next,
Whoa, that's
loading screen
incredible.
updates.
Yeah.
We've changed the loading screen. Again. Well, sort of. It's a minor change compared to customize.
Yeah, so this is something
I
that
love
they've
it.
done.
Very welcome change.
It's a rectangle.
It's a rectangle. It's no
Yeah,
longer
it's a-
square.
I
Yeah.
like the simplicity of it
no,
personally.
no.
I
Yeah.
think those giant little billboards were taking up too much space, and when I was checking out the new loading screens, it was like I
Mhm.
can't see the tunnel that we're traveling through.
That is true. This is a huge update for the custom backgrounds.
I might be the only person who prefers the older one.
The other one's not bad.
What do you mean the older one? The new
The one before it, the
quote
big,
unquote loading screen.
the big tall
Oh,
rectangle.
you mean the visuals? Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about the background?
The background, yeah. That's what we were discussing was the background and how
Oh.
the big tall thing blocked the background of the loading screen. So when you changed it to the special one that they added for VRChat Plus, which was the original loading screen, which is that tunnel that you would zoom through, you couldn't really
Oh, that's
see
what I'm
much of
using
it.
now.
Yeah, you couldn't really see much of it because of how big the billboards were. Now, to be
You
fair,
could just move your body to the left.
yeah, you could, or you could have a better menu that doesn't cover it all up.
No,
I
No.
I absolutely refuse with my whole heart
Now,
and soul.
I'm gonna continue to say this until I die, or until they finally do it. Give us an option, as people who've played the game for a long time, to change this menu to show screenshots from our VRChat folders,
Whoa,
Oh, that would be
real.
super dope.
so that we're looking at slideshows of pictures that we took over the time, which would incentivize people to take more pictures in VRChat, so they have something visual to look at when they're going through the menu.
I know my ad would.
Exactly. That's what I want, because the tips are great. I know all the tips now. I've seen the tips 10,000
Yeah,
times.
I think we all know
I've
the
played
tips.
this game
They
for
are really old.
what, 7,000 hours now? Probably close to
Only
5,000 logs,
7,000?
but I've got more hours off the clock. So I would love to see that become a feature for the menu in the
Sizable
future.
loading screens, but consider this a refresh to many of the tooltips you'd see while loading. We can now display the world thumbnail, loading progress, as well as the old banners, just updated. We think it looks better. Let us know. Finally,
We think it
avatar
looks
performance
better.
gating in group instances. We have added the ability for groups to add minimum avatar performance
This is
levels to their
amazing.
instances. In short, when you create a group instance, you can set a minimum performance level for anyone joining that instance. If someone tries to join and is
Oh,
using an
boy.
avatar that doesn't meet your performance requirements, they'll be warned. And while they will be allowed to join, no one in that instance will see their real avatar. They'll just see
that's a
an
smart way to do it.
imposter. Likewise,
It is.
smart
no
way
one
to
in the
do it.
instance will be able to turn on their avatar. Group owners, however,
Helps that
can
they
allow
have
certain
pretty
roles
much
to
everyone using
bypass these limits.
imposters.
What was that?
It helps that they have pretty much everyone using imposters.
No, yeah, for sure. But the thing is, like, this is gonna be huge for things like because was not super involved in this scene. I know Krona was more involved than any of us in our community, but the EDM scene and all the big concerts and stuff that would go on in VRChat, so many times you'd walk in there and they'd have a bouncer at the entrance being like, "Excuse me, your avatar's poor. You need to change it."
So
And
I
then
can
you'd
actually
change
speak to
it,
this
go back in and change it back.
because I'm a
Taking away their
DJ in
jobs.
the EDM scene.
Yeah, exactly.
I deal with all these. I actually introduced Corona to these scenes. So essentially, I'm on both sides of the fence for this issue they're trying to solve here. The issue being when you have a full lobby of 60 plus people,
Oh yeah.
um, your game's going to perform poorly. It doesn't matter how good your computer is. Like the best average, like the best average that you could possibly
Yeah.
have PC wise, like you're still going to have frame drops. You're still going to have this weird stutter effect when you turn your head. And the only way to get around it is if people are using better avatars. It doesn't necessarily fix the issue entirely because network. You have network issues, and then again, it's completely dependent on your actual machine you're using to play VRChat.
No,
But
yeah.
I have always been strongly against moderating what people are using in a social game, mainly because people use avatars to express themselves a lot of the time. So
Yeah.
whenever you have an avatar, and granted, you may not have the knowledge to make it a good quality
Optimized, yeah.
avatar or an optimized avatar, and so you're going to be kind of indirectly excluded from these type of events because now your avatar is going to look kind of um, what's the word
Jank.
choppy,
Yeah.
jank, scuffed. You're going to look scuffed because the imposter system is not. It's getting better. They made some changes to it. It is getting better, but it's not perfect by any sense of the mean. And
I
it's
can
not
agree with
designed to
that.
be perfect.
No, it's not.
And so I just think that it's a net positive on performance for large worlds. Um, and then it's not a good thing because people won't be able to express themselves. And I already know like 6 or 7 different groups that are going to be using this incorrectly. So I think people who have instances that are going upwards of 20, 30 people probably need to drop their, you know, quality of avatars down. I would 100% agree with that. But I already know there's going to be lobbies with like 5 or 10 people. And just because the owner doesn't like unoptimized avatars, they're going to turn them off. Like, you have to have a excellent avatar to be in this world with us.
Yeah.
I see that happening, and I can already feel my blood boiling when I come across
And
it.
you know what's the best part about that? You don't have to join those instances. You can just say, "All right,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
out."
I usually eject pretty quick.
Yeah.
But that's like, I don't like
No,
that.
I
That's the
I
only
can
thing
get
I
it.
don't like. But
And
I
this
like the
is
other side too.
this is the other reason why I want the ability to make our own accessories and our ability to make our own items, because they've got items and
It'll
accessories
help.
now. And if we can make our own and add them to the avatar, our avatars can be good. And then we can just drop the accessories or the tools and add those to the avatars, and then those can be blocked if people need the performance. And then they can still see your avatar, but not all the things you're using with your avatar, which I think is a way better way to do it than blocking the whole avatar.
Then you can share accessories.
And then you can share them, and then if they let you, I can understand like if someone made like a dildo or something as an accessory that
Yo,
you wouldn't want them sharing that
that's just
around
big.
because
Did
of
you
the
say you would want
potential.
them to
You
get that
you
shared?
would not want them to share that
Ooh.
around because of the concern, that someone would have a dildo on their avatar and they're not of age. So I get why accessories might not be a thing they want to throw to everybody right away, but honestly, throw it to everyone, make it so they can only make private ones. Public ones have to be part of the system that they
Yeah, brother,
approve.
we have to let the worst people of the whole community run our lives. That is the
Yeah.
only way you
But
gotta do this.
honestly, that would be the best way, in my opinion, to handle it, is let us make our own accessories and our own items, but only allow us to use them.
Mhm.
Like, only we can grab our
I
own
just want a
items and
jetpack.
stuff. You just want a jetpack? Yeah,
Somebody
that
give
could
me a
be cool.
jetpack.
That could be cool.
Give me a jetpack.
For example, if they want to allow performers to have less performant avatars than attendees. We think that this feature will be helpful for groups running large instances.
Oh yeah.
As a note,
that
if
was
you want
that was the thing that we missed temporarily.
less performant avatars than intended to bypass these limits.
We can then set certain roles to be able to bypass it. This is a
I mean,
this
which
is a
is
problem.
probably good. I think that's actually good though.
Well,
because
imagine
then
this. You go to an instance, and they say, "Hey, if you buy this Patreon, we'll give you a role within our community that'll allow you to have an unperformant avatar in our instances."
Well, I think that's just gonna be on the stupidity of the people paying that sort of money.
Falls into
For
the same
that.
category. If the community is not good, just walk away from
Well,
it.
yeah, absolutely.
I was
It's up
thinking
to the
more of
person
the
joining.
idea that, like, people who are doing a show, if they happen to have a poor avatar because they
you know
need
what?
it,
That is a very fair.
they would
valid
need
point.
those roles.
Yeah, that's a valid point. So there is benefits, but I can also see this being abused. I can see this being abused more than the limiter.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
For example, if they want to allow performers to have less performant avatars
Whoa!
than
Oh,
attendees.
okay. I was
We
going
think
Oh!
that
to
this
say
feature will be
the performer,
helpful
bro.
for
I
groups
didn't
running
even.
large instances. As a note, if you want more details, you can check out the dev update
Flat
thread,
hearing the
which will
thing
be
and then
linked
having it
in
stuck
the
in his head because
comments.
he didn't realize.
That's it for features. On to
I actually
changes
thought it up
and
myself.
fixes.
I
We've changed how
swear.
the chat box timeout behavior
Alright,
works
small
due to
things
feedback.
now.
The flat timeout has been removed and replaced with a leaky bucket rate limiter. You are now allowed to send 5 messages within 5 seconds
Thank
before having
God.
to wait
Holy.
to send your next message. Likewise, auto-sent messages will no longer contribute to the rate limiting. Only manually sending a message will have limits. We also improved the chat.
Wait, why would they
Pause,
not?
pause it. So, all right. So the chat box, right?
Yeah.
I've seen this so many times, and it grinds my gears a little bit. It's really not that big of a deal, but it's visual clutter for me. A lot of time you'll have people running OSC through their VRChat, and it's plugged into a software that's sharing information like what song they're listening to on
I've
Spotify,
seen that.
what their
I've
heart
seen
rate
that.
is,
Yeah.
and then sometimes a whole bunch of different things all at once, and it's just this giant column of text above their head.
Yeah.
And
I truly
it's
dislike that.
it's not the worst thing in the world, I will admit, but it is kind of annoying whenever there's a lot of people around you and you got a lot of name tags around you, and then you also have this like leaning tower of Giza's like text column above someone's head amidst all of that. And so if I ever see anyone using like OSC to use their chat box as like a communication to what song they're listening to, I don't care what song you're listening to. I'm turning off your chat box.
Yeah.
I agree.
So what you were
It's
saying
very
that this would fix
frustrating.
that?
Yes. So basically, it's going to limit how often the chat boxes can be sent. So if they're spamming their chat box through OSC, what's going to happen is just like Discord, where if you send way too many messages too fast, it will stop you from sending messages for a certain period of time.
But it says auto sent messages will not contribute. Is OSC not auto?
So no,
Okay.
because it's using it's using it as if you were typing it itself, but it does it automatically, air quotes, but it's still typing it out and sending it.
Okay. I'm wondering what auto sent messages would refer to then, because they specifically
Uh,
mentioned how it's not contributing.
hopefully this is addressing the problem with the whole
The OSC thing.
chat columns, because that is annoying.
Regardless, I hate when people have like their songs or whatever their stuff is above their name. It's really frustrating to see that. Like I really do not care,
Yeah.
and I want to see stuff
It's like
above your
you
head.
can listen to your music. We don't need to know.
But at the same time, I will say, like, if people want to do that, they should be able to.
No, I
That's the whole
agree.
reason why turning off chat boxes works.
Exists, yeah.
So like, if you want to do it, like, pour your heart out, go for it. But I'm just gonna turn it off if I find it visually uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It seems like they're trying to do something about it.
I hope so.
Will have limits. We also improved the chat box typing indicator. The typing indicator should now show and hide more reliably, not get stuck, and work when backspacing. VRChat's Variety Box World category is no longer forced to always take the top spot in the World category list. It's now possible for other World categories to choose a higher priority and take the first spot over. This
What does
change
that
does not
mean?
inherently rearrange anything, as VRChat's Variety Box still has the highest priority, but it is now possible.
What?
Well, I think they're about to explain it.
Yeah. Right.
VRChat's Variety Box will no longer take the highest priority, but VRChat's Variety
But don't
Box
worry,
will always
it
be at
has
the top
the
of the
highest
list.
priority.
That was a little. They could have worked on
Category
the
list.
wording a little
It's
bit
now
I
better.
think it
possible
might
for
have
other world
been.
categories to
I
choose
think
a
the
higher
reason is
priority and
because
take
like
the first spot.
events may be above it. Like events for like I don't know what do we have, like the VR virtual market? Maybe
Yeah,
that
VK
might.
market and stuff.
Yeah.
This change does not
That might now-
inherently rearrange anything, as VRChat's Variety Box still has the highest priority, but it is now possible for us to change that in the future. Remove the automatic group join notification some users could receive if they spent enough time in a group instance.
Okay, so going back, he specifically said it still has the highest priority, but now we can change it.
Okay.
So he was telling us that they updated something that only they can care about at this moment. It won't affect us at the time.
Hmm.
So I mean, cool.
Bro, these are B teams of freaking like reports, man. These are all just like bug reports.
Yeah, I mean that's usually how it goes with this part.
Can we
of the
skip to
video.
the important parts?
We did the important parts. That was the important parts. Was the performance gates and the third person and the other thing. These
I
are
want to
just
see what else they got.
No.
Sense.
Yeah, I mean
We also
sometimes
removed
there's
the
stuff that's
setting
nice.
related to toggling
Might as
off
well.
the automatic group join notification.
Dang, I gotta scroll
as
my
it's no
reels
longer in
in.
game. We removed the progress bar from Explore Groups page that encouraged some users to join at least 15 groups. For those that participated, we hope you found a cool group, or two. The per-user volume adjustment can now be set up to 300%.
Oh.
And will snap to exactly 100%. for
Wasn't it
Thank
used to be
God.
120?
Tweak the
It was 200 or 150.
I thought it was. Oh, never mind. 120 was the master volume. I'm thinking about.
Yeah. No, I think it was either 150 or 200 previously, but now you can set it because sometimes some
I've
people
already
are
got 3
so
people
quiet.
at 200.
Yeah.
I've already got 3 people in our group at 200.
Yeah, it's just
So you're saying I could
some
take
way
the,
microphone works.
You say I take the masochist route on VRChat now when I'm trying to speed run and just turn everyone to 300%.
You could turn
Tinnitus.
everyone to 300% and your master volume to 120, so that you're hearing everyone at like way higher percent.
Yeah,
300.
that's
You
what,
just
that's
see
how
me
it works,
having
you
a-
dummy.
You see me on the floor having a seizure.
It's like that mod. Have you seen the video of the guy who plays Minecraft, but he sets the volume way too high with the mod?
No, I
He-
Oh my
haven't.
God.
You see him watch. He's like going through the grass and you hear the grass stomp like jump 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 jump. He's like ugh, and then he
I
walks
need
up
to
and he sees a
watch
sheep and
that.
he's like, please don't. And he goes,
Wait,
man.
I know that one. I know that one. Because I know the
Yeah.
sheep.
Yeah, hold on. I know this is unrelated
Yeah,
to the
please
VR,
play it
but
because I want to. Well, they can wait. I'm sorry, guys, but we need to watch this right now.
This is important. Important.
Please, I gotta hear this.
Here it is.
So, yeah, you know wood?
Oh no.
Like it's so loud. Please don't. It's actually very peaceful right now. Feels good. Feels good to hear my ears. Like the guy I got this from, he's a YouTuber.
What the freak is that?
The look of fear on his face.
Could be diamonds anywhere. Save his mask.
This part of the video is gonna be so obnoxious.
Bro,
I'm so
this
sorry
is so
everybody that's
funny.
watching. Yeah, this was a video that
Bro,
made me
that
laugh a
is
lot.
so funny. That is the peak comedy for me, man.
But yeah, so
Silly.
that's what I can imagine Zycu experiencing if he were to do that.
Please
I'm
don't.
gonna do it now.
item section of the
Hello.
quick menu. Specifically, we removed the visibility toggle for your own items. We also removed
Okay.
the view user profile button for your own items. We changed the remove button to put away, once again, for your own items. And finally, we added a customize button for, you guessed it, your own items. Fixed a bug that would prevent some moderation and badge-related notifications from being cleared using the clear all button. Fixed an issue where bundles in the shop would not show as fully owned if the items or avatars within
Make sure when the shop bundles in the shop would not show as fully owned. Also, unrelated, can I make a quick complaint? Can
Yeah.
VRChat
Yeah, brother, who's
please,
stopping you?
can they please fucking move the owned avatars below the uploaded avatars button?
Oh yeah,
I am so tired of going to my avatars and accidentally clicking on the owned button, trying to get to the avatars that I've uploaded so that I can wear one that I own.
I don't know, bro. That kind of sounds like a skill issue.
I
don't know,
Hold
bro.
up, let little bro cook. Honestly,
If
I
I
hate that too.
uploaded it, I own it. I don't need
what's
to
crazy?
have a separate section
Yeah,
called
but you
owned.
didn't give VRChat money, so you technically don't own it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you use the wings like I do, this
Yeah.
is why I haven't had this problem. You can actually just set one of the wings to a specific category of your avatars.
You know, you are correct. However,
He's trying to get us to use features that we're not comfortable with. Shaking my head.
How
You will
dare
not
you.
trick me today, Zycu.
You
Do
trying to
it.
get me to use wings in my VR
Kill him.
chat?
I use the most uncomfortable and most inconvenient way to get to what I desire.
I bet
open
you
my
do.
menu, and then I open my big menu, and then I go to my avatars, and then I click my avatar menu that I want,
then
and
I
then I
make
click
sure
the
I
avatar.
yeah, that
I just
click
press my menu
confirm.
button and then I click on the avatar that I want because I can see it.
Gross.
Gross.
Yeah.
Had been obtained
But
independently.
yeah, no, I would love it if
Fixed a
owned was
bug with
below
the camera lens sometimes
uploaded.
appearing huge. Fixed a bug with the scroll bar in some menus going too far down after hitting the back button.
What is this
Too
Sonic ass
far
music?
Dang,
into
bro.
the
Why is he
jungle. Fixed
why
a
is he
bug
getting
preventing first-party store products
Whoa.
from being able to be gifted to non-friends. Inventory UI updates. Lots of
Okay,
small
okay.
code refactors and minor performance optimizations
No
in this
way.
one, more than usual. So we
Better
thought
be.
we'd mention it. And that's it for changes and fixes. But hey,
Nice.
Thank
we're
goodness.
not done yet.
We're
As
not
always,
done
it's
yet.
time to answer some of your most pressing questions. Here are a few of the most
Oh,
popular
okay.
ones from
Okay.
last time.
Do we want to see
Oh.
the questions?
What questions
Uh,
would
I
there
don't know.
be?
Well, we got some more things to cover ourselves, and
Yeah.
if
If
you're
there's time
interested in,
afterwards, yeah.
well, I mean, if you're interested, the video is always available to go watch on VRChat's official
Yeah,
YouTube.
and it's literally just avatar accessories, performance gating, and more. The 2026.2.1 video patch notes. There's your plug, VRChat.
The VRChat plug.
The VRChat plug. Oh yeah, baby.
I will say,
7.
if I had to put
No.
it in the tier list, I'd say it's a B tier update. B tier.
Yeah. No, I will say the features that they added are great. And then the bug fixes are always nice. It's always good to see more bug fixes. There's definitely been updates that they've done and it's just bug fixes. And it's like, well, that's cool. Nothing new though.
They're one of the updates of all time.
I mean, they're at this point, VRChat updates couldn't be any worse than Phasmo. So
Dang, bro, he's bringing that
What's wrong with
that
Phasmo?
personal hatred in his heart over
Oh.
to here.
Phasmo had a whole update. I'll have to talk to you about it off the podcast so we can stay on track.
Oh,
But
that means he's gonna say a lot of bad words,
It was
guys.
bad. Yeah, I'm gonna say all the cuss words, every one in the book. I'm gonna leave no cuss word unrolled. All right.
Oh man.
Yeah. So that was pretty good. There's a lot of good stuff in that update, I think. I'm very excited to see what comes of it. Something else that Zycu had found though, that is interesting, is this. This is someone.
Oh, wait.
Oh, go ahead.
So I think this is a proper segue.
Yes.
So a lot of people want to get away from Windows 11 for good reason.
Myself
And a lot of people doesn't want to go to the old Windows 10 because they ended support for it and you got to jump through a few hoops to have security updates through October. That's what I'm doing. But essentially, your only viable option is, of course, Linux. A lot of you have probably heard about this, where a lot of people are jumping ship to go to Linux. But
I shall
a
be
lot of
soon.
people don't want to jump ship because everything they use is on Windows. And so if you try to jump, you're going to be kind of like a fish out of water trying to figure out, like, oh, OVR toolkit doesn't work, or, my overlay doesn't work. My VR software is buggy. Well, this is proof that people are actively trying to fix the issues that we're having on Linux. And in my opinion, they're actually doing it pretty quick. I think people are trying to get things like in working order by October to make Linux like an actual viable like platform for gaming.
In VR
Uh,
specifically.
I think not Steam, Valve has kind of led the charge. The only corporation that seems to be on our side lately,
Yeah.
and they're actively not. This isn't necessarily like a Valve's doing what we're about to watch, but what we're seeing here is the community, people like all of us here, like actively taking steps to take control of our PCs again. And who knows, you might have like Adobe Photoshop, but there might be something way better on the Linux side, or something that's in the works that might even be better than Adobe. So
Yeah.
this is basically like an overlay, like where you get to touch your windows and stuff when you're in a game. That's what this guy is showcasing, to kind of show proof of concept that it's possible in Linux. And just one more reason not to stay on the Windows platform.
Absolutely. This is Furry the Wolf to give credit for the video.
Good. Deploying first exercise.
So you can see he's got a little window here on his arm, like you can do with some other platforms.
This is all Linux.
I am Frank, a friendly human. I like you, so I am waving to you. To consummate this wave exchange, raise your hand. Open it, then swing it gently from side to side. That is waving. It means you like me, like I like you, which I am demonstrating by waving.
Very impressive stuff.
I am approachable because I
Got
will not
OBS
attempt to
running,
kill you.
he's got his
No,
Arch
wave
Linux.
only. Do not attempt to approach me, or I will kill you. Do not be afraid.
Yeah, I was
like you.
concerned
You
about the
should wave
VR
back
side of
because
things.
you
I
like
was like,
me,
well, I'm gonna
because I
switch
am
to
likable.
Linux, and I'm not gonna be able to do VR for a while, probably. But
My
this
face
is
a
definitely
likable
increasing
face.
my
My wave is friendly and non-threatening. As
look
long
at
as-
look at their friendly.
Good. We
Hey.
are now bonded in eternal friendship.
There we go. I thought bro was never gonna wave.
Deploying next exercise.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting stuff. I look forward to the potential.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna
But he's using something called Way VR. That's WAY VR. So if you're someone who's looking for a good overlay interface in Linux,
Speaking of the
that is a
Phasmo
solution
update,
for you.
there it is.
Don't you dare
Google's
watch
listening.
it, brother. Don't you dare turn
Time to
this
turn
shit
this
into-
on and watch a 16-minute video with everybody. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, so that is exciting stuff. I am looking forward to the potential of Linux. I want to see Linux really jump the ship and make it big, because they are already making huge waves. I think they increased their user base on Steam from like 5 to 15% or something recently. Which out of the
I mean,
the
Windows
total,
has given them a lot of fuel. Windows
Yeah.
just keeps giving them fuel. Microsoft just loves making people who use Windows hate their life.
And I will say, it's so sad to see Windows turn into what it's turned into.
It really
because in the
is.
past, like back in the XP, Windows 7 era, like that was like the golden age for Windows, in my opinion. Being able to like hop on my Windows XP and just jump on World of Warcraft back in the day, not worrying about what my PC is sending, it was so nice. And nowadays, I feel like even my Windows 10 is doing things behind our back. Like that, this isn't a new thing. They're just being more blatant about it and more lazy about it.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
they could have kept getting away with it if, they didn't start shoving AI down our throat and, for lack of better words, half-assing their updates to the point where they're breaking like corporate computers.
Legit. How can this is why I just don't like updates too. Is I don't want it to break stuff. And it constantly does that. Oh my god. You know what actually? I had an update on my computer in my office at our office.
Yeah.
And it broke the graphics driver on the computer. So I had to literally go look for a new one to fix that. Because of some Windows update, they just pushed in at night or something that it forced the thing to update.
Yeah. Not
Mhm.
not
Freaking hate
even
Windows.
not even joking, because I do a lot of work in IT, right? Like that's my experience. I in my own personal computer, I have been pushing the latest updates of Windows, trying to see what the limit is, testing my own hardware first before I throw it into PCs that I do work on in the customer base, as a studious IT guy does. And lo and behold, I can't use Discord properly.
Mhm.
I'm in Discord, right? But it's not because I have it downloaded to my PC. I can't download Discord. Discord doesn't download anymore. It doesn't function. I'm like, oh, what's this about? So I had to go to Zycu, have Zycu send me his folders of all of his Discord files, and then throw that into my computer so that I can run Discord off of it. And then now, anytime Discord updates, my my exe moves to a different folder, so all my shortcuts break, and I have to re-find the folder, make a shortcut off the exe, and then use that for my start menu. It's so dumb.
Brother, you have to freaking reformat your PC. That's what I have to do every single year because Windows loves freaking doing some. They're always on their BS, bro. I have to reformat every year because they're doing something.
The only thing holding me back from switching to Linux this exact moment is I'm in the middle of working on a video edit.
So the fix is easy. Give me the camera. Give me the camera. I got.
Okay, I got you.
Physically getting up to grab the camera to bring it to him.
Give me the camera.
All right, so check it out. Windows.
Yep.
Microsoft. All right. Listen up.
Yep.
All right. Give us our control back. Give us our PCs back. Don't hold them hostage.
Yeah.
You do not own it. You create the software, we use the software, we enjoy the software. Right now, we don't enjoy the software, we don't own the software, and you control everything about the software. They hide things from us. They have hidden processes. You send information we don't want to go out to who knows where. Stop it. Bad corporation. Bad. That's all I have to say about that.
Windows be like, how about another vibe coded update that breaks your computer?
Yeah, no, legit. The moment I'm done with this video edit and I posted it, I'm immediately switching to Linux. I do not care at this point anymore. I'm done. I'm wiping my whole PC, switching to Linux, and then starting the fuck back over.
If you need help with doing that, I am currently dual booted. I have a version of Linux running alongside my Windows, so I can just swap over whenever I want.
I will not be.
I've been using Windows 10. I rarely use my Linux side because of the limitations, like I said before, but they're working on it. But if you need help, your local tech bun is always here to support.
Yes, I appreciate. My IT skills should get me there, to be honest.
I know you're just gonna say frick you and I'll see you tomorrow to Windows. I know
you say that. You say that. I have used Linux. It's not like it's a brand new system that I'm gonna go in and be like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I've done IT work in all three systems. I've used Linux, I've used Mac, and I've used Windows.
And you're also not held down by proprietary software that's only Windows.
Exactly.
I think you are an ideal candidate for Linux.
Yeah. The only software that I use, other than my work software, that is Windows specific, is my Paint program, which I have been meaning. I use Paint.net.
Oh, me too. I love Paint.net.
Paint.net is amazing.
It doesn't work on Linux.
It doesn't work on Linux. Paint.net is amazing because it's basically Microsoft Paint, but with more features like layers and stuff.
Yes.
But it is not a very viable professional application, and I have been wanting to upgrade myself to a more professional application because I love to do graphic design as like a side job. If you haven't seen a lot of the stuff that I've been doing with the podcast, for example, or the logos for the server, for example, all that was done within Paint.net. So I would love to do a bit more advanced stuff and things like that, but I always have this mindset of like, I hate doing new things or having to switch up the way I do things and then having to relearn. So I just...
Be willing to make an exception.
Yeah, be willing to make the exception. So if I put myself on Linux, I have no choice anymore. I have to learn something new. So this will be a great opportunity for me to actually learn a program like Photoshop or something.
Yeah, I think it'll work out well for you. And you can also back up all this OBS data that you're currently using.
Yeah.
You can throw it all in a folder. You'll have to use
I've got like Google Drive
Windows conversion tool, because OBS has like a Linux version as well, but you'll have to change some of the files around to make it work.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, it's gonna be a big jump, but I know I'm gonna do just fine because I've experienced and worked within tech for a very long time. I've been doing it professionally for 12 years, and I've been doing it non-professionally for almost 30. So
I will very likely have to wait a little longer.
Yeah, I'll be your test run for you.
Good.
I just feel bad for people that are using old PCs that can't even update to Windows 11, and then
they
don't have money for a PC right now because RAM's through the roof, and all PCs are like $1,000+ for like
Yeah,
really bad ones.
bare
So
bones because of RAM, and yeah, it's nonsense. Apparently, circuit boards are also now in shortages.
I'm not surprised. It is a bad
It's
time to buy a PC or PC
yeah,
parts.
and it's really bad because my customers need new servers, and I have to build them for them, and it's like, well, good luck for me to find these parts.
Yeah, movie reminds me every day that I got my PC at the
Exactly
exact
good
perfect
time.
spot
Yep.
because he said the same PC that I had costs $2,000 more right now.
Yeah. No,
Well,
it's rough.
all this talk about Windows and PC stuff. Let's talk about some like good things, like some new VR games coming out.
Yeah.
Name them.
Quickly before we move on, I did want to show this. This is the Linux market share on Steam. Back in 2018, 1.8% of people were using Linux on the English market. 0.78 were using Linux overall. And as you can see, it was pretty steady until about 2022. It jumped up to 2.6 and 1.1 respectively. But now we're all the way up to 11.2 in the English market and 5.3 in the world.
Ever since they started doing their antics, man.
Yeah. In this
You see that drop?
In this past year, they've gone from 5 to 11. They've doubled the amount of people that are using Linux on Steam.
So you see that drop at the very end?
Yeah.
See that right there are the people's computers who broke, who don't have the money to shell out for new ones. Rest in peace, guys.
Rest in peace.
I thought it was going to be the people who couldn't understand Linux, so they went back.
All right, now you want
Well,
to
then Windows will go back up.
these new
Oh, yeah,
games.
true.
So, I'm assuming, is this one of them you were talking about?
Yeah, I mean, it had a trailer if you scroll down a little bit, I think.
Okay.
There
So
you go.
here.
I don't know anything about this. What is it called?
Fallout 4 Total Insanity in VR.
Holy frick, brother! This is Houston when I'm like driving, bro. What the frick?
So they are doing Fallout 4 racing game in VR now, from the looks of it. But it's one
Is
of
it
those, like,
far out or
Fallout?
Contro.
Flat out.
It's
Oh,
flat out.
My bad. My bad. I
Please.
misread that entirely. It's flat out 4. God, I'm awful.
This is
at
how I
this.
know you're disconnected with a lot of like other games. If you
It's
don't know
okay,
the
it's
Fallout
okay, this is
series.
why
No,
you
no,
have
I was
co-host.
literally looking at this and I was like, this does not look like Fallout. What the hell?
Yeah, when you said Fallout, I'm like, he must have missaid it, and then he said Fallout again. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, flat out 4 Total Insanity VR. So it's a derby crash course racing thing where as you wreck, you lose parts of your vehicle and stuff. It's
I know a
interesting.
handful of people that would love this.
Oh yeah.
I'm not too much of a car enthusiast myself, but I know that'd be really fun to play.
Yeah, I know there was a Demon G.Drive has been really popular as like car sim. I've played what was the name of the? Oh my goodness.
Why isn't he playing in first person, bro?
I wonder why he's not playing in first person for that.
Like Angry Birds, but like crash cars.
Yeah. Fascinating.
Red speaks.
Oh, he missed. Terrible job.
Dang, bro, this guy stinks at this game.
Yeah, so.
All right. Well, if you want
Very
to play that game
cool.
better than that dude,
It's on Steam VR.
Flat Out 4.
Early access. I won't be playing
Yeah.
it until it releases because I don't do early access, but that's cool.
Very cool. On this site that I found, it's called Upload. It's pretty cool. Has got a lot of great news in it.
Yeah, we might be looking at this in the future. Oh yeah, Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades 2 just came out.
Well, let me talk about that one. Let me talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that one,
you go
actually.
for
I
it.
love that one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I've played Hot Dogs and Horseshoes and Hand Grenades, the first one, so long. I've been playing it for like, I swear to goodness, I've been playing it for like 5 years. I've been watching every single update. Anton, who is the developer, he is such a sweet dude. Like, he's also really funny. I love his humor and the updates he comes out. So the entire hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades, the first one, it was like really like a simulation. It really wasn't meant to be like a real like game. It's just a simulation with a couple like shooting ranges and stuff. But it looks like this sequel he is making, it's pretty much going to be the same engine and everything, but he's going to make it into a genuine game. So whereas the first one is just a simulation.
Yeah.
You know, with a couple like modes and stuff, but it's all just, simulated. But this looks like it's going to be a real game.
That's
It looks
pretty
super
good.
dope.
I mean, you're killing
That's something I'd
sentient
play.
hot dogs, so.
Is it multiplayer?
Well, okay, the first one wasn't multiplayer, and Anton has said that he doesn't know how to do multiplayer, so I don't think he's going to make this one
That's
multiplayer.
fair.
However, there is a mod in Hot Dogs, Horseshoe, and Hand Grenades 1 that makes it multiplayer, but it's kind of a little janky.
So
It's
yeah,
only a matter
we'll
of
probably
time.
get it in some form.
He might, but like the last thing I heard from Anton, he said he didn't know how to get multiplayer up.
That's fair. I mean,
Oh,
do what you're strong at, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is.
But God, I am
this is cool.
excited for that. I am so excited for that.
Is it not out yet? I thought it was out.
No.
Oh, it could be
Anton is a
wishlisted.
single developer. He's a single developer, so he does stuff really
Okay,
slow.
to be
He's
announced.
also had problems. He's also had problems with like just running out of motivation to do stuff.
Fair.
I've been following him for like
Absolutely
5
fair.
years. I'm telling you right now, I've been following him for like years on the first game.
All right. There's
Looks
another
interesting.
thing coming called VR Flight Adventure Compass. The game is Compass. Okay. Here's another one that's interesting. I love the color.
Yeah, pastels.
Ooh. I can tell this is going to cause a lot of motion sickness for people, but it'll be so much fun.
Zycu, let's get you in that plane, see what happens.
Violent sickness ensues.
Yeah. Immediate ejection of your food.
Yeah, I don't have issues with motion sickness in VR, thank God. So, Big Benindra,
Me neither.
Benadira, or however it was pronounced.
Yeah, it definitely looks cool.
Oh yeah, now this is neat. I might actually pick this up. It looks like it's got puzzle elements and stuff into it. That's really cool.
Ew, puzzles, gross.
Okay.
Lore drop? Question mark.
Oh, that's such a clever use of a tuning fork. May 28th. That's coming out this month.
Soon.
Yeah, 18 days.
Yeah, so that's super exciting. And then
This is just
Hi,
somebody
my name
messing
is
around
Alex,
with
and this
UEVR.
is Under the
Where's
Radar,
the volume?
my
There
attempt to
it is.
showcase games you can play in virtual reality.
yeah,
Today,
so
I'm looking
UEVR
at
is
the
a thing that we've been
3D,
talking about. We
and
talked about
to be
once on a
honest,
previous episode
yeah,
of our podcast.
with Resident Evil.
Yeah, but it's basically just an application that takes any Unreal Engine and then allows you to play it in VR.
Very briefly, a long time ago. I love platformers like Celeste, but I never
Is
quite
it
got the hang.
Actual. Okay, yeah, that's just a splash screen. Okay.
Meatball 3D,
Yeah.
I decided to give it another shot when the demo released.
I kind of want to see just gameplay.
Unfortunately,
We'll skip
this
ahead.
game wouldn't start it off.
All right, let me go ahead.
I was able to play, and I didn't like it. The
Hey.
original game was a flat 2D side scroller with a lot of difficult parkour sections.
See,
I mean-
this is why like it just doesn't really implement well with this one, but like other VR games,
Yeah, with, like, the first person
other
and
games
stuff.
it might. Yeah, other first-person games it does, but like I really do not think VR should exist in like these more
Well-
third-person or like.
Well, one benefit that I see of this, depth of field.
Yeah,
If you're doing
exactly.
a
So-
platformer,
And I definitely wouldn't have bought this game again
Go ahead.
on Steam.
So, right now it doesn't look very impressive to us because we're watching it. What is typically a green game on a screen, but when you're in VR, like Khan just said, you get that sense of depth.
Yeah, it could really help with like positioning your character because you can kind of actually see where your character is in the world space more with the VR headset. Because I know mine
I'm not a
got.
platformer guy, so.
Yeah. I know you weren't. I'd kick your ass in any
Dang!
platformer.
What the freak, bro? What? Why you have so much hatred in your heart?
I don't. I legitimately don't. I just like talking shit to you because of how much shit you talk towards me.
I don't think I've ever said anything mean to you ever in my entire
Oh yeah,
life.
never. I've never heard a single word from you like
Yeah, I
that
don't
before.
think I ever have, man.
Yeah. No, that's cool. It's good to see that stuff like that is coming around. All right. Well, we're coming up near the end of our podcast here, I believe. Was there other?
We have
Yo,
2 more topics.
2 more topics.
we do.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's like
community news.
Tell us.
And then
Oh
games we
yeah.
love.
I totally
Yeah,
forgot.
you're
Oh,
right.
I knew about the games we love. I forgot about the community news. Thank you for reminding me about that. So before we get started into the community news, let me do the our little plug real quick because as we talk about this community news, oh wait, hold on. Radio Rabbit says I've only played the VRChat racing games. Yeah, and I think that's a thing that happened to a lot of people is they've played games in VR through VRChat and not necessarily a lot of other VR games. I know that a lot of VR race games designed for VR racing don't have as bad of motion sickness as playing VR stuff racing wise in VRChat, but it still exists. So I would love to see demos for VR stuff so that you can see if you're gonna get sick before you play the full game and pay for it.
Ooh, that would definitely help for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I think should happen. I don't know if they do, but if they do, if they don't, they should.
High
That's why I
motion
just
VR
flat out
games
avoid
feel
those
like
type of
a
games.
risk.
Yeah, I did play in VR Distance once, which was a racing game with
we played that
giant
together.
saw blades. Yeah, that was pretty intense. You got pretty sick on that. But you're doing like flips and bouncing on walls and driving upside down, and so.
And radio is like, I think radio can relate to a lot of people. A lot of people have VR for just VRChat.
Yeah.
It's familiar. You don't have to do too much. You know, you have customization, your own character when you get in. You know, it's you know what to expect.
Yeah.
Whereas some VR software might malfunction if you try to play other games, and you'll have unique little issues. So I think a lot of people are very comfortable on VRChat, and
Yeah.
VRChat is home to so many like individual creators. So it's a really
So
good place
true.
to be. Just like our community.
Hey.
Yeah. And I tell you what, a lot of VR games, they just have different controls, and it's really hard to get used to after playing VRChat for so long. Like, if I can't make a lot of VR games is like movement, like identical to VRChat, it's just hard for me to play.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on to our community news, as I'll get started here. If you would like to come join our community, because we got some big stuff happening that we're about to talk about, you can join us through our Discord at discord.gg/TVR. And you can also come hang out with us in VRChat, like we were just talking about, by joining our VRChat group, which is tvr.2006. Or you can find us by going and searching Toadily VR. We would love to have you there. We're always having good times. We're always playing new games, exploring new places. We're never sitting around in front of mirrors. So if you come join us, you'll have a good active time. So looking forward to that. Another thing I would like to mention when it comes to our community is what is about to go down this month. Because as Flat will probably take over during this conversation, we have our birthday.
Oh yeah.
Woohoo!
Happy birthday.
Toadily VR is 4 years old?
Yep.
Yeah, 4 years old.
Time to go find the nearest socket with my
We're
fork
almost
here.
old enough to go to kindergarten.
Dang, let's go.
All right, Flat, you want to run us through the things that are
yes,
going down?
so I said this maybe 2 or so podcasts ago, but we have a couple of things going up. We did actually just finish one of our main events we have, and that was Jeopardy. That was, I think, yesterday we
Yep.
did, but it was very fun. A lot of people came. A lot of people had a lot of fun for that. And we learned a couple more things that we're going to do for next year, but it was overall a wonderful experience. We still have 4 more things going down this month, so please do come by and join us. I think this video is going to go up tonight or
It
so.
will
I don't
be
know.
today.
Depends on...
Yep.
Okay, yep. So it's going up today. So you have plenty of time to come join us. Our next event for our Toad Bash, which is the overarching set of events pretty much that we're going to be doing, is going to be our Totally Bashed event, which is pretty much kind of a drinking event. We're all going to kind of hang out together and party, have fun, all that stuff while drinking responsibly, of course. But please do join us for that. That is happening on the 16th. Of course, we will have our usual events in between. Our upcoming one is probably going to be Hanging Night on Wednesday the 13th, and then Creative Corner, all these other stuffs as usual. But we'll have Totally Bash on the 16th, and then following that, we're going to have our Toad Bash party, which is the main party we're going to pretty much have. We're going to get a really lovely speech from us 3 Toads, pretty much talking about what's coming up, how the server is going, everything like that. And then we'll all be hanging out and maybe playing a couple games. Kind of really depends on what we're going to do then, but it's more of a feeling thing for that. And then the day immediately right after that, so the bash party is on the 22nd. The very next day, the 23rd, which is a Saturday, we are having our Totally Tournament, which we will all be kind of gathering together. We're going to gather our tournament registers, and we will see who will be at the top. And if you win, you get access to our super special role in our server, the Bash Champion role. So we've got that going on the 23rd. And then the final event in our series for the Toad Bash is the Toady Awards. On the 30th, we are going to gather up all, and we've been doing nominations over these past few days, but we are going to vote. I believe it's between the 22nd and like the 29th. We will be voting on our nominations, and on the 30th, we will show who our winners are, and we'll have a nice little Hall of Fame for all of our winners. But
Yeah.
that's pretty much it for our Toad Bash events. You have plenty of time to come join, so please do come join us for our events. We love seeing new people come, and vote on some of our people however you feel.
Yeah.
There's some caveats.
Hit us with the
Say them.
caveats.
Say them.
All right, caveats. All right, so tomorrow, I think, either today or tomorrow. Hold up, let me double check. Probably
It's the
tonight.
10th today.
Yep. So tonight, a survey will be going up. Okay. It is very important that all of you, and make sure you spread the word around because this video is going to take a while to get up and for people to watch it. But it's very important that if you are an active member of the community, or you're just joining, or preferably if you're an active member of the community or have been, this survey's particularly aimed at you. We want to get your feedback on how the community is doing. It's just 4 simple questions that you guys can answer completely 100% anonymous. That way you can air any grievances that you have out with the community without fear of
Any
being
repercussions?
called out or something. We just want to make sure that everyone has their voice heard. I know a lot of people in the community have absolutely no problem with airing grievances in the open, but for the people that have issues or suggestions and they just want to communicate them privately, this survey will be an excellent opportunity for you to communicate that to us, and we'll see how we can implement it. However, we will go over some of the survey notes on Friday during the speech, right? Is that Friday?
I believe that's this Friday. Yes.
Okay. So whenever we talk,
no, next Friday.
Okay, so whenever we go over, I think the survey will be closed by that point, and we'll look at all the data and analyze it, and figure out like what we can do about some of the issues that get voiced, or if any are voiced, and then kind of go from there. So it'll be very important to the community to just pick up the survey and answer those questions for us, because you'll be doing everybody a solid. And then for the Toady Awards, Toady Awards is an excellent opportunity for some members of the community to be recognized, and it's gonna be a little bit of work on our part, but we want to make it like pretty awesome. Essentially, whenever you go through and before whenever you go to the server before nominations, and we want to make sure that if you have someone in mind in the community that fits nicely in those nomination categories, to be sure to like just simply drop their name, why you believe they deserve to be recognized in that category, and we'll make sure that something nice gets said, and like, hey, we appreciate you because of this. Not to say that we don't appreciate the entire community, but we also want to hold those high who go above and beyond. And that's what Toady Awards is kind of about, is to show people that, like, hey, if you're awesome, we're going to make sure that you're awesome. Not to
Yeah.
say that nobody else isn't awesome, we're just saying that, like, hey, you did these things and everyone thinks you should be you know uh
Recognized.
pointed at and said, like, hey, you're awesome in
Yeah.
particular. So fun little thing. That's all my caveats.
Absolutely. I cannot wait to see our winners. We have so many wonderful people in our community. So I
Yeah.
cannot wait to announce those winners to all of you once we start up our voting. We actually have a real nice amount of nominations for pretty much every category. So yeah, I am excited for that.
Absolutely. And like they were saying, we got tons of events coming up. Just a quick reminder, Totally Bashed on the 16th. That's 6:30 p.m. EST, 9:30 p.m. EST. We've got our Toad Bash, which is the party, on the 22nd of May, 6:30 p.m. EST, 9:30 p.m. EST. We've got the Totally Tournament. If you want to come try and take the Toad Champion title, that's going to be May 23rd at 6:15 EST or 6:15 p.m. or 9:15 p.m. EST. With our Totally Awards, the Toady Awards on the 30th of May, 6:30 p.m. PST, 9:30 p.m. EST. And you
So
can
come
do
join
that,
us in on the celebration.
yeah, by joining our Discord at discord.gg/TVR. We would love to have you.
Yeah, come dethrone Krona. He won last year's tournament. We can't let him
Yeah,
win
we can't let
again.
him win again. There's got to be a new
He can't keep
champion.
getting away with it.
All right. So that handles that. And then we also have some other events like Flat was mentioning. Wednesdays are typically our hangy nights where we hop in VRChat and we play some games. Thursdays, and these are all around 6 p.m. EST, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. EST, 6 p.m. PST. If those times are different, you can see them in our Discord in the events channel at the top. But we've got our creative corners on Thursday, every other Thursday, which is always a great time to come in, like really have a time to sit down and work on stuff that you've been designing, models, art, anything like that. This coming Friday on the 15th, we're going to do a hop across worlds where we're going to explore some cool worlds that VRChat has to offer. There's tons of stuff out there that people don't even see, so it's a great time to really get to see some cool stuff and take some cool pictures. And then every other Tuesday, starting on May 19th, we're going to do an Antics and Theatrics, which is where we're going to be hopping in VRChat and playing some Audience Anarchy. So, good stuff coming up. Lots of fun to be had. Can't wait to see you all there. All
Yep.
right. And I believe that hits all of our major community news.
It does.
So, we will be moving to our final segment, where we're going to be talking about games that mean a lot to us. Let me go ahead and start here with Zycu. And we're going to go to his video. And we'll let you talk about your game.
All right, so Dead Space. All right.
Woo, yeah,
This is
baby.
a all-time favorite of mine. I used to play this game on the 360 way back in the day. Dead Space is a uh, horror, sci-fi, thriller, third-person over-the-shoulder shooter game. All right. And what you're fighting in this game are things called the Necromorphs. The Necromorphs came from this alien artifact found on a planet known as the Marker. It makes people go insane, and then these little bat things come out of it that take over the human body and turn them into the Necromorphs. Now, you're playing as a character named Isaac. I think it's Isaac Clarke. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, sir. It is
And
Isaac Clarke.
so your goal is to help Isaac get the hell out off of the Ishimura in the first game. The Ishimura is a planet cracker, which is what initially found the marker. And your entire goal is to just survive. And it's a trilogy, so you can kind of assume how things go in the first game. But I highly recommend you pick up this game and do a playthrough. There's been some revamps of this game since its original release. I recommend you play through those revamps. They're really impressive. And if you're just a huge like sci-fi thriller type guy and you don't mind a little bit of gore, uh, or maybe a lot of bit of gore, it depends on your perspective, I guess. Check it out because there are some jaw-dropping, adrenaline-rushing, crazy storyline moments that I just forever will sit with me till day I die, and probably plan on getting a marker tattoo at one point just because of how awesome it is.
It is
Oh,
so
man.
cool. I love Dead Space. I played the first one like 30 times. I played the second one like 20 times. I played the third one once and then never played it ever again. They are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
S tier game.
Definitely
They
a
don't
game
make them
that
like they
I
used to.
need to play. I just have
Oh,
not
you'll
gotten
love it,
into
Con.
it.
You should play the second one. Actually, this actually they just came out
Play
with
the
the
first
remake
one.
like a year ago. Play that one.
Play the first one, then the second one.
Okay.
I think I have it. So you have it because
Okay.
we got the family
Yeah,
Steam
yeah, yeah.
thing.
That little family thing going.
Don't play the third one.
Okay, I'll
Third
keep
one's
that.
not horrible. This is a story continuation.
Okay. All right. Glad
It's not
if
the
you would
best
like
game, but
to
it's story.
give a quick rundown on yours.
Huh? Oh, it's mine. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, this game right here is called Abiotic Factor. It's been out for a long time. It was kind of like a YouTuber bait game a couple of years back, but now it's actually been getting updated over and over and over and over again, and it's a very fun experience now. I started playing with my friend like maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and the game just will not end. There is so much content in this game. Like after we get to a point where like, okay, we're pretty much near the end, and then it will open up a whole new sector to us and say, okay, here's another one for you. And it just opens up so much. It is such a deep game. It is extremely fun at like it's kind of like a survival game, but it's if you've played Half-Life like 1 and you always wanted to be in the situation of like a scientist trying to survive, after the Resonance Cascade, this is pretty much it. Like this is you pretty much being a scientist after like I actually haven't finished it yet. We're like I said, the game just does not end. We're like literally like 30 hours in and it's still going. But not in a
Multiplayer?
bad way. Not in a bad way. It's so fun. But
Multiplayer.
yeah. Yes. It's multiplayer up to 6 players. I'm playing right now, just movie right now. But we are having so much fun with it. We keep finding new stuff. Like there's a bunch of like liminal spaces in it as well. There's actually a pool in the game, and I've actually set up in the pool right now with movie. But there's pool rooms too. The pool rooms, the back rooms, guys. It's got so many cool spaces just because it's been constantly updated. I honestly thought it was just like a YouTuber bait game, but like after playing it, it's so good. It's definitely one of those great games. If you've played 7 Days to Die, if you've played, Conan, if you played like Rust or, any of those sorts of games and you liked those, you should play this one.
Oh,
You will love it.
that's kind of up my alley. I love survival games.
That is exactly what Zycu plays.
Yep, that's all
So-
I've got to say on it though.
All
Oh, yeah,
right.
you can also build a base. And,
Very nice.
and you
Yay.
get attacked in your base. So that's cool.
Oh, that sounds dope.
Now, I have been hooked on a game for the Switch called Tomodachi Life: Living the Dream.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And it has been so much fun, and I've been having so many laughs. Basically, you make Miis, which are Nintendo's little characters that you can see on the screen here, and you can design them any way you want. And you even have like face paint tools, so you can really, really go in depth if you're good as an artist to really come up with all kinds of different stuff. Here's all the creation stuff that they're showing off here, like different hairstyles, different eyes, different mouths, and then you can go buck wild afterwards when you add the face paint on top. And then you create their personality type, how they sound, and then you throw them in, and they just kind of do their thing. You get food that you can get them, you get little housing, but a lot of it's just the interactions between them. And you'll come to points when the character goes, hey, I want to be friends with this person. What should we talk about? And then you can write literally anything. There is no restrictions. They don't have any, like, you think Nintendo, you're like, oh, it's kids game, they're not gonna allow things in there. Nah, you can literally write in like a kid in a four-headed dick and it'll allow it. And then that will be the kind of thing that they interact with each other about. And then
Oh my god.
and then when they have those interactions, they'll then later on reference back to ones that you've put in. So things you've completely forgotten about. Like I was sitting there and one of our community members, Eddie, I had a Mii of him, and he was talking to a bunch of the other characters on a couch. And I was like, oh, I wonder what they're talking about. So I moused over it, and it said that Eddie was about to unleash a torrent of conversation about sex. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And then I had another
stop.
time.
I do not want to buy this, man. I'm waiting for this. I'm waiting for the Switch 2. Please stop.
And then there was another conversation
into
that
the
it
chat.
popped in with, and it was one of our community members, Plague, having a conversation with another community member named Mal, and they were, because I did it's all the community that I've been throwing in the game for me, and streaming it to the community as well. But they were like, apparently, Elifu tried to use an echidna four-headed dick as a surfboard, but then lost it in the ocean.
Whoa.
And then I had a moment where Jesus Christ was talking to Harmony, because I made Jesus Christ as well. And Jesus Christ was like, I've always wanted to learn to be a real girl too.
Oh frick,
Oh,
man!
no.
I want to play
My
it
lord.
so bad.
Oh,
I want to.
and it's been
good.
so good. I made a Jesus Christ, and then I made a death incarnate, which is just a skull wearing a cloak
A
with
skull emoji.
It was a skull emoji wearing a cloak with a scythe on his back. And then there was a moment when he first popped in and he looked at one of our characters, and it just showed a scene of him like peering way far at the distance at them and says, this death seems curious about this person. And it has an option to have him go for it.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh, that's so menacing. Like I've had so many good laughs. So many good laughs. I'll have to show off later some of the clips I got, because it's so good. Not in the podcast, obviously, because some of them are a little too risque for YouTube. But it's so good. I can't fathom how Nintendo allowed this in the first place and then made it as good as it is.
God, I gotta close my ears because it just sounds like so much fun. I don't
He's
want to have
legit.
to go buy it.
You don't even have to buy a Switch 2 is the thing. Like, this is a Switch 1 game.
I know, but I'm waiting for the next Fire Emblem game before I buy a Switch 2, and I don't want to buy a Switch 2 unless it comes out.
Legit,
I'm waiting.
buy this for Switch 1, play it on Switch 1, and then whenever the Switch 2 comes out, you can just transfer it to your Switch 2.
Don't you gotta pay
That's
like an
way too
upgrade
much
fee or
work.
something?
No. That's a misconception. The only time there's upgrade fees, like for instance, let's take Breath of the Wild. Because Breath of the Wild is a game that has a Switch 2 edition, where you pay an extra $10, and then you can have upgraded visuals and upgraded frame rates and stuff. You don't have to pay that. You can play the Switch 1 version on the Switch 2. It just won't look as smooth as if you did the upgrade patch. Now, some games get the upgrade for free. Like there's no upgrade cost. You can just throw it into the Switch 2 and then it automatically acts as if it was a Switch 2 game. And it has the higher frame rates. Other games like the Zelda, it's a $10 charge. Some of them are like a $5 charge. But some of them add a huge amount of content, like the Mario Party one. adds a bunch of content to Mario Party where it has like a whole other modes. So it's not like you're paying just to get a boost in your performance. If it's a performance boost, they make it free. But if it's features added, then it costs the $5-10. Like with Zelda, you get a feature added which allows you to use the mobile app to be able to find items that are nearby you, and you can use the mobile app when you're staying in certain locations to learn more lore about those locations. So that's why it costs the extra money.
Yeah, I would talk a lot on that, but that's a whole another topic.
Yeah, but this is a Switch 1 game, so even if you haven't shilled the $500 for the Switch 2, which I don't blame you, I did because I'm a Nintendo fanboy, and I'll say that straight up.
I've got a lot of Switch 2 games I gotta play though.
Yeah, even if you haven't,
play,
you
like,
can
the
still play
Pokemon.
this right now on a Switch 1, and it's totally valid and totally usable. Very, very good
Oh,
game.
man.
I love it so
I just
much.
don't want to get my Switch 1 out. I've got it in my dresser right now. I've just been holding it.
Yeah. Yeah, radio has already asked me, the last me you add, please make it me. And I'm like, okay, I will do that. I don't know when that will be, but you will be my last me. Yeah, so you can
Alright,
have up to
well.
70 me's in that game. It's
That's a lot.
fucking crazy.
A lot of great games, a lot of cool news.
Yeah. VR is starting to really kick it back up. And I can only imagine once the frame finally comes out, because they released the controller now. I can only imagine that when the frame finally comes out, that VR will only continue to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dang, I had
Wholeheartedly
stuff
agree.
to say about the controller, about how Valve is releasing and stuff, but I guess I'll have to wait.
I mean, if you want to talk it real quick, we've got time.
Oh, you know it's not going to be a real quick conversation.
Okay, well that'll give you something to look forward to in our next podcast. Then, Steam controller will be one of the top topics.
Yeah.
Which, if you want to watch us live, you can join us on the discord.gg/TVR. We will be recording next Sunday and then posting the Sunday after that. This was a special case where we posted the same day. All right.
Whoever posted it needed to hurry.
Well, thank you all for joining us, and thanks for watching us on the YouTubes if you happen to be there. And look forward to seeing you all next time. If you have any topics you'd like us to talk about, or if you have any discussions in the topics that we did talk about this time, please post them down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you and also respond to it later on.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end.
Yeah, let's do it. All right,
Did
you
you
all
do
have
the
a good
plug yet?
one. Oh, we did the plug multiple
You do the
times. We
plug
got
yet?
it.
Oh, you did? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
my brain turned off.
Dang.
I'm
Alright.
thinking about Tamagotchi Life Frick.
Yeah, let's let him buy it so we can go play it. So we'll
No,
see you all later. Have a good one.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.